Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Xochitl. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can keep up with all of my videos. Today, I thought I would do a chit chat, get ready with me, some updates. As I said, I was going to update you guys, or y'all can try to poke me and try to see what I've gotten done, what updates we have when it comes to a wedding planning and all of those fun shindigs. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my makeup here. I am taking my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and as per usual, because we know this is a chatty video, so if you don't like chatty videos, y'all can go. But if you do, if you're here to chat and enjoy the makeup, or comment down below, when do you watch these chit chat get ready with me videos? While you're getting ready, while you're just chilling? Do I put you to sleep? I don't know. I mean, sometimes there's those soothing voices. I don't know if I have one of those, but that type of stuff. Comment down below when you like to watch your chit chat get ready with me. Maybe you're washing the dishes. I like to multitask. Efficiency's sake, get in my entertainment and my productivity. So just curious. But in one of my last chit chat get ready with me videos, I said that I would get on the ball and get to wedding planning things, because we had set the date for August 13 of 2021. We originally got engaged in September 2019. And luckily, I was like, you know what? We don't live at home. We're not living rent free. We're not living a bill free. So we're going to need some time to plan. We're going to need some time to save up. Little did I know, COVID was going to happen. So at least we hadn't started planning already, hadn't been in the position that a lot of 2020 brides were in, where you put down all your deposits, you got all your vendors, and then boom, this happened, So everybody who was getting married in March, April, May, June, July, all of 2020 has just been madness. And I feel like what we've been doing is just watching and waiting since then, because as it was like, okay, so 2019, let it sink in, let it simmer. And then, maybe 2020, or 2019, I had my list going. Ooh, P.S. Today, we are using the ColourPop All Forest palette by Raw Beauty Christy collaboration. So I was ready. I had my list, and COVID happened. So we've just been kind of waiting. All that we did, it was February of 2020, right before everything went down. We found the venue, the spot. So we put the 50% down on the deposit. Great, yay, I'm so excited, Little did we know COVID was going to happen. The crazy part, I don't know if I've kind of shared on here, maybe I have, maybe I haven't, but I remember right before we signed the contract and everything, or when we were finishing up looking at the venue, I remember my dad's you should ask, what's the stipulation? What happens if just something insane happens in the world? Something goes down, and for some reason the venue can't hold. Just think of the craziest thing. This is before we knew what was going on with COVID. I was like, whatever, you're just crazy. That won't happen. He's an Aquarius. They're always thinking ahead. But yeah, so that happened. And as I told you guys in my last video, it's just been kind of do we plan? There's just so much unexpected. And so finally, I feel like it was kind of building up to this. I feel like in my heart, it was just I don't want to plan a COVID wedding. I really don't. I don't mind planning. To plan a COVID wedding, I really was not looking forward to that. I think that just kind of killed it for me. And finally, January, that first week of January, it was January 4th, or that Sunday the 3rd, I think we're finally just talking with the suegra and, just always trying to get updates. So what's going on? Because, we are where we are. And I think finally just kind of having that conversation where I was just I don't know. I really don't want to do this. And then she's like, well, you shouldn't. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I really don't want to. I'm not feeling this, actually. What am I going to do? Oh, actually, I think I'm going to play with this yellow shade right here. I'm going to put this on my lid. Ooh, get some yellow. But yeah, so I think we finally just came to that realization, and I was just like, hey, how about how do you feel about not doing this? Let's ask this question open and honestly. I feel like I've always kind of brought that up a little bit and just kind of joking, but it was just kind of can we? Should we? I don't know. I remember, was it Christmas? We had a Christmas Zoom with my family, and one of my cousins is getting married, and then we're also getting married, so everybody's like, so what are the updates, you know? Oh, I kind of like this look with just the yellow. Damn, that yellow's popping. And they were supposed to have their wedding, a 2020 wedding, you know, so they've been pushed back and pushed back and pushed back, and we're just kind of like, I don't know, and kind of at the end of it, we're like, everybody's more excited about our wedding than we are. You know, we're just like, I don't know, just because it's just so unknown. And I think finally after that Sunday, we're just like, let's just cancel. More than anything, because for us, it was like, all we've put down is the like 50% deposit just for the venue. And while that is a lot of money in the grand scheme of a whole wedding total, it's not as much money, you know, like if you've planned a wedding, if you've paid for a wedding, depending on, I guess, what the venue was, like ours wasn't, to me, wasn't like an extravagant price, you know, but you know, like that maybe 50% deposit or whatever little deposit you had to put down just for the venue, as opposed to like the whole total of every other single thing, you know, that come amount to a wedding, anywhere from like 25,000, 30,000 plus, like who knows, like, and I was trying to keep it like still like budget, you know, but even then it's like you're still in a US wedding, like that's at least like 25, 30 or something like that. You could buy a car, essentially. So that 50% deposit, it was like, I'd rather eat that than put more money down towards more vendors, towards catering, towards DJ, towards everything, for a date that might not even happen, that you're going to have to continue to reschedule and reschedule and reschedule. I don't want to do that. I was like, let's get out now before we get, you know, deeper into it and we really can't, you know, cancel this, or like we're just out more money for something that who knows when will happen. And more than anything, not only when will happen, but when will happen safely. I think that was the biggest thing for me too. I don't want to ask people to essentially risk their health, their safety, to come to my wedding. I think that was one of the biggest things for us. I was like, if someone were to invite me to a wedding right now, I wouldn't feel comfortable. So why would I want to ask other people to come to my wedding? So that was like the other big thing. That was probably like the main one that was just leaving me very uneasy. I was like, I'm not going to be comfortable. I'm not going to enjoy this day. Like, you know, there's wedding stressors and things that could fall through, but I'm just like, I don't want to have a super spreader wedding. I don't want to, like, we're going to have like people, a lot of people maybe over the age of 50, over the 60s, you know. It's like, I would love to have them, but I don't want to risk that, you know. So if I don't feel comfortable going to a wedding in, you know, like 2021, why am I going to have one myself? And more than anything, you know, it's like, okay, yay, vaccines. And the plan, like in Illinois, maybe it's like, okay, we should have, everybody should be vaccinated by like September. Our wedding's supposed to be in August. I was like, you know, that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen like that. So it's like that. I'm not counting on that at all. Ooh. Okay, I see what we're doing here. I'm just going to go with these two colors and do a nice little wing. But just so many things. I'm like, why? Why? And I think the other big thing that happened was COVID. And I feel like it just put a lot of things into perspective in general, where it was like, a big wedding is not the priority right now. And I think in general, the more I was getting into planning, the more I was getting into certain things, I was realizing I don't think I want a wedding after all. It's not me. After all, it's really not me. I feel like I'm not a traditionalist. You know, I don't like to do things just because someone said, who's they, who's them, you know, like that's like, a wedding is so traditional. There's so many traditions. There's so many things that are done a specific way because of no freaking reason, you know, or like, you know, religious reasons or whatever. But a lot of them, it's like, you have to have this, you have to have that, you know, and of course you can make it your own way that you want. So why not? You know, I think that was kind of pissing me off a little bit. I think we're gonna stop on the eyes and I'm gonna do some primer, but I think that was, as I get older, I realize more and more. I've realized this already, but the more that I get older, the less I like it when people tell me what to do. I do not like it when people tell me what to do or that things should be a certain way because some pendejo or pendeja said so. You know, I'm like, who's they? Who's them? Why not? Or like traditions. I don't know. Like, I think ever since getting engaged, I've been like, you know what? This doesn't make sense. So you gave me this ring and now you've branded me, you know, like you've claimed your territory. But I mean, I still like to bling. But, you know, some little things like that, or just like, I don't know. I'm just like, this isn't me. It's not what I want. I want to celebrate. I want to celebrate. That's what I want to do. It doesn't have to cost $30,000 plus dollars to celebrate love. You know? So I think COVID really just put that into perspective, and just kind of being in quarantine and being at home right now, we're renting. It's like, what do you call it? I feel like we got bamboozled. I can't think of another word for it, bamboozled. But we live in a condo complex, which is actually really chill, really nice, which is why we're just kind of stuck here for a while. But pretty much every unit has a balcony, even like the first floor ones, like which we live on, except for us and the people across from us, like because we have the corner ones. I'm like, really? Like we could have been barbecuing, or it's like just being in COVID. It was like, nah, imagine if we had a backyard. You know, we could just be barbecuing. We like to barbecue, okay? We could just be barbecuing in our backyard, going with the Wet n Wild full focus, and just chilling in our house. And I think that for us, it was like, wouldn't it be nice to have a house? Right now, I think just in general, it's like, you know what? That's what we want. We want a house. We want to use money we would have spent on a wedding, on a party, to put towards a house, to put towards doing things, experiences, especially since we really haven't been able to, traveling. So it's like, you know what? Let's do things instead of spend all that money on one expensive party. And this is not a dig to anybody who has had a wedding. I'm sure if this wouldn't have happened, we probably would have had the wedding. We probably would have had a great time, great memories, you know? I don't know, you know, would I have turned back then? But regardless, I know those are usually good times. And for those who had a wedding, I'm sure you probably wouldn't take it back. Or would you? I don't know. Comment down below. Would you have used that money for anything else? I mean, if I had disposable income, I guess, you know, like whatever, like let me just have a party and do all the things. And it was like, okay, we're gonna eventually get a house, but I feel like that would have just delayed that a little bit more, because you gotta pay for the wedding, you gotta pay for, you know, all this stuff. But I think just for me personally, that's just not after all, what I thought. I guess I always thought like, yeah, wedding, but I'm like, I'm okay. I'm okay if I don't have a wedding. I am actually okay. Before, it's like, oh, you don't want to regret, you never want to know. And now I know I'll be okay. I really will be okay. I really will enjoy my home. Just a yard for my dog. Barbecues. We're the barbecue, beers, and burgers couple. You know, for me, I was like, I still want to celebrate, of course. Little Miss, I celebrate my birthday, June Gemini, all month long. It is extended. I love to celebrate. I love good celebration. I love to celebrate nothing. I like to make a big deal. Those are my Leo placements. I love to make a big deal about the most non-big deal things. So of course I want to celebrate. What that looks like right now, I'm not sure, but guess what? I have the time and I can figure it out. You know, maybe it's we celebrate in our backyard when we buy our house. Maybe we celebrate in the suegra's backyard, you know, and just have a taquiza. Like, that's what I wanted for my wedding, like a taco truck. Like, I just want good food, music, friends, people that I like. That was the other thing. It's like, why do I have to decide if someone who I don't even really like, but as an obligation friend, like, why do I have to pay 75 to 100 what is worth in their cost of like food and drinks and, you know, all that stuff? I was like, you're not worth that. Like, I don't want to spend that amount on you, as opposed to, you know, just have like a taquiza and they come, don't come, I don't care type of a deal. So that's where I'm kind of leaning more towards. I still want to kind of keep let me put on my under eye concealer. I think for sure we're still getting married. P.S. Frankie's still around. I thought I'd get them there a little fun, but yeah. Totally still getting married. Just not a wedding, you know? And I think I still actually want to do it on the actual date that we chose, just because it is a Friday the 13th, the only Friday the 13th in 2021, and the bruja and me just loves it. So Also, it's Leo season. It's gonna be in August. It's Leo season, and honestly, when I was like thinking about like wedding dates too, I took into consideration astrological months and themes and stuff. I have a lot of Leo placements. I have a new profound love for Leos and the Leo essence ever since I've looked more into my like natal chart. But that is, yes, my fun side. Celebratory, grand. I mean, Geminis are grand times like double, triple, quadruple. But because I was thinking about it, I was like, I mean, yeah, we could technically just go whenever, but I would like to have cute photos. I want to buy a cute dress. I just like the summer in general. I'm a summer baby. Come on, like I'm not trying to be in my big ass winter coat, but also it's like, okay, what is this? Aquarius season, it's kind of serious. Pisces season is a little emotional. Sorry, guys. And then we have Taurus, lame. Sorry, guys. Aries, a wee bit too dramatic for my liking. I'm sorry. Gemini season is booked and busy. I'm not trying to have my wedding anniversary on that same month. I'm trying to extend the fun. That was the main reason for that. July is Cancer season, also a little emotional, clingy. And then Leo season, I probably wouldn't have minded Libra either, since that is one of ruled by Venus. A little bit more fun than Taurus though. But yeah, so I still want to get married on that date. Figuring out when, little mini celebration for sure, and then when to kind of really safely be able to celebrate, maybe outdoors, like with more family and friends. Like honestly, I'm done to like rent out like forest preserve thing. I just want good food. I just want tacos. I want burgers. Like that's all I want. I want beers, and I just want to get drunk on my on my wedding day and have a good time. Let me put on my brows, and I'll be right back. Okay. Ooh, I decided brows, liner, and lashes. Oh my gosh. Okay. Also, before I get back to my story, let me show you guys. So what I did here is I added a little bit of concealer since we were getting a little too high with that brown. And as you see, I was like, oops, but don't worry, that's how I fix it. So I added a little bit of concealer and then a brush. Not too much when it's like underneath the brows, but just clean that up. If you feel like you went too high, it's kind of like a nice little eraser. Mosca. Oh, gotta check my plant. Hopefully it's not because of the plant. Damn it. But yeah, so that's how you can kind of fix that a little bit. Oh, I said not too much. But what I'm gonna do, just kind of blend that out with my finger. It's a little trick that I do a lot. Actually, I haven't put concealer underneath my brow in a while, but we can go ahead and set that with my NYX HD finishing powder, since I like to use this for underneath the brow bone. I also use this to set my under eyes, but yeah, so look, we can lighten that. And then going back in, no additional product, and I'm just gonna blend so it's not too harsh. But that's how you fix that. And the liner, just so simple. I used 2 freaking colors. One of the things that I kind of did was just go in with that same brown just to deepen it. So like while we get the smoked out on top, you get a nice little deepening effect, which is great to use a brush like this, or if you have like 3 brushes, but you only have to use like 2 colors. And your under eye setting powder to get this a look. Ooh, I like it. I was gonna do maybe something with purples, but I like this even better. Okay. Let's go in with bronzer. But yeah, so ever since we made that decision in January, I feel like a weight has been lifted. I feel good. It hurt a little bit, to lose out on that money. It's a bad investment. It's not even great. Weddings are not an investment, basically, unless you're trying to do it for, I don't know, business networking. But it's better than losing out, like I said, in a double 1,000 digits overall. And I don't know, it's some people, like when I was telling people, some people thought like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad for you, like, oh, or like, I don't know, I guess some people thought maybe I was like more heartbroken about this than I was, like, oh, you can't have your wedding. I was like, no, I'm actually okay. Like, no, I'm not putting up a front. No, I'm actually really happy about this decision. I feel great. I feel a weight has been lifted. I don't have that sort of like stress to plan a COVID wedding, like specifically a COVID wedding. I have to plan a wedding, plan a COVID wedding. You get me? So I think, no, I'm very happy. It's like, you know what? I guess it's It's not every little girl's dream to have a wedding. Like, let's stop having little girls teach our daughters to strive for weddings. It's like, teach our daughters to strive for property, maybe, you know? Like, when you grow up, instead of striving for the perfect man or the right man, let's have them strive for, you know, ownership, property ownership, equity. Let's strive for equity. Let's strive for investment properties. How about that? That's definitely what I'm going to tell my daughters and or sons. You know, like, having a partner, it's great, but it shouldn't be like the goal. Like, that having someone in your life shouldn't like bring you happiness. It shouldn't be like the way it's set up, like an accomplishment, you know, like you found a man and you're better than the woman who doesn't have a man, you know? Like, I feel like society kind of sets it up that way sometimes. You have a partner, so you're better than the single woman. It's like, no, maybe, you know, like, she's on her stuff. Or, you know, I don't know. Let's strive, have our daughters strive for great credit scores. How about that? Let's teach that moving forward. But to each their own for everybody. I mean, I like going to the weddings. I don't gotta pay for them, you know. I like celebrating friends. I don't gotta pay for it. I will have the all-you-can-drink a la carte. Like, I'll still go, you girl. But you know, I think not after all. Not for me. So, kind of a blessing in disguise, I guess. I'm looking forward to now really make those steps and start saving up towards, you know, like our actual house. Whether the first one is like, we're thinking, should we get like a 2-flat? If you're here from Chicago, you know, like those very traditional Chicago style, like 2-flat homes, at first maybe, and then buy a house, you know, like, what should we do? So I think that's something we're kind of looking at and kind of excited just to start, like, actually, like, you know, you look up houses on Zillow and you can like actually be like, oh, who knows, maybe I can actually be serious about it soon, instead of, you know, just who looks up houses on like Zillow and stuff like that. And like, I haven't yet saved any. I haven't created an account, but I like to dream, I like to plan, I like to see what prices are. My prices, the ones I like, are usually in the higher side. So I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be good about that budgeting, but I don't know. I'm looking forward to that a little bit more. Also a stressful process, of course, but I mean, it's a better investment, I think. It's, I don't know, you get to enjoy it. You get to like build off of it, you know? So I'm looking forward to that. I just want a backyard. I just want a backyard for me and my dog and our barbecues. And also it's like, I'd rather have a house to entertain and invite friends over. I like hosting. I like having people over. I like enjoying time with people that I like, and that way I can enjoy intimate time with the people that I like and not have to invite people type of a deal. But going in with my Vive Cosmetics Loose and Glow highlight, but everybody in general who I've told has been like, yeah, like, no, that's a good decision, especially just given the, what do you call it, forecasts, what's going on right now. But I'm still gonna find me a cute dress at Nordstrom before we do like a little outdoor thing, or like City Hall, probably like first date, until we can kind of have like a nice little celebration. Girl, I'm gonna get my Instagram pics. Hello, yes I am. You gotta have something to commemorate for the children, you know. And then also it's like, hey, they can be like, Mom and Dad, why do you guys have masks in your wedding photo? I'm like, well, the year was 2020 that dragged on to 2021. So, and there's something, I don't know, maybe poetic about the COVID like wedding photos for the people who didn't get married on their actual like wedding day. I don't know. I think it just puts a lot of things into perspective and like what's important to you personally. And as long as we're together, as long as we have friends and family who are healthy, it's really what matters right now. So that's what I'm striving for. And you know what I'm striving for? Some more highlight right now. But yeah, no, I feel very happy about this decision. I feel like I could breathe in a way, just because it's like I've got a lot of things going on right now. I don't know when I was gonna be able to plan this wedding, if y'all couldn't tell. But yeah, I don't know when it was gonna happen. So let's, ooh, look at that. I don't know. It wasn't the biggest priority to me. It wasn't what I wanted to focus my time on. But now what we can focus our time on is looking for a lipstick. So I'll be right back. All right, we added some earrings, and I think we're gonna keep it simple with the lip. I was really trying to figure out like a brown lippy. Let's see how this one goes. So I've been using the Pat McGrath, the Ultra Lip Pencil. This is the one contour. Like, if you see my TikTok videos, this is basically all I use on my lips. So I was like, let's use this one. Kind of still keeping it kind of nude there. We'll see if maybe I'll switch to the brown. But you know what I'm looking forward to, by the way, what I was saying, traveling. So I think that's something for sure while we're still kind of in things not opening up, like maybe some road trips, some outdoor hiking. We love hiking. So maybe, you know, be some like, Utah would be cool. The only reason to go to Utah is because of, you know, that area. Maybe check out the Grand Canyon, like outdoors. We like that. So looking forward to that. And then eventually when things open up, our honeymoon, you know, we can, guess what, maybe we'll do a whole longer extended stay. Do I want to do my gloss on top? Maybe just a little bit. So what I was going to do, just to add a little bit, I like this color a lot. This is the ColourPop, their Luxe Velvet Lipstick in the shade Ingenue. But I like this look. Vote for this look, or let's do part 2. I'm going to do a little bit less because this has a tint to it. So I'm just going to do a little bit less. Maybe in the center. Just to add. There you go. Oh, yeah. So, like, I don't want too much. Just a little hint of, like, nudie pink. Like a dusty nudie brown pink. Ew. I love it. Okay. So we went to from purple to this, but I love that yellow. Beautiful. That is a completed look. I hope you guys enjoy. Super simple and easy. Just wanted to chat with you guys, give you an update. I hope I didn't offend anybody who had a wedding, who is still planning a wedding. In general, I just figured, like, I found out, honestly, it's just not for me. It's just for not me and my personality, and I guess what I want to do right now. So better that I found that out. But hey, if we're friends and you're planning to invite me to your eventual wedding, I will be there for the free drinks on you. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can keep up with the rest of my videos, and I'll see you all next time.